Welcome to Wonderslate. Subscribe to our Telegram channel given in the description to updates and study materials. Topic for today's quiz is Invention Set 1. Question number 1. Who invented the ballpoint pen? Option A. Biro Brothers. Option B. Waterman Brothers. Option C. Bic Brothers. Option D. Wright Brothers. The correct answer is Option A. Biro Brothers. The Hungarian brothers, Laszlo and George Biro, made the first ballpoint pen in 1894. It followed the first workable fountain pen, which was invented by L.E. Waterman in 1884. Question number 2. In which decade was the first solid-state integrated circuit demonstrated? Option A. 1950s. Option B. 1960s. Option C. 1970s. Option D. 1980s. The correct answer is Option A. 1950s. On September 12, 1958, Jack Kilby demonstrated the first working IC while working for Texas Instruments, although the U.S. Patent Office awarded the first patent for an integrated circuit to Robert Noyce of Fairchild. Question number 3. What J.B. Dunlop invented? Option A. Pneumatic rubber tire. Option B. Automobile wheel rim. Option C. Rubber boot. Option D. Model airplanes. The correct answer is Option A. Pneumatic rubber tire. John Boyd Dunlop, a veterinary surgeon, invented the pneumatic tire in 1887. Question number 4. Which scientist discovered the radioactive element radium? Option A. Isaac Newton. Option B. Albert Einstein. Option C. Benjamin Franklin. Option D. Marie Curie. The correct answer is Option D. Marie Curie. Marie Skłodowska-Curie was a Polish and naturalized French physicist and chemist who conducted pioneering research on radioactivity. She was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize, the first person and only woman to win twice, and the only person to win a Nobel Prize in 2 different sciences. Question number 5. When was barbed wire patented? Option A. 1874. Option B. 1840. Option C. 1895. Option D. 1900. The correct answer is Option A. 1874. Joseph F. Glidden was born in New York on January 18, 1812. He invented barbed wire in 1873 and was granted the patent on November 24, 1874. After a 3-year battle over the patent, which he eventually won, Glidden became known as the father of barbed wire. Question number 6. What is the name of the Caltech seismologist who invented the scale used to measure the magnitude of earthquakes? Option A. Charles Richter. Option B. Hiram Walker. Option C. Giuseppe Mercalli. Option D. Joshua Rumble. The correct answer is Option A. Charles Richter. Richter was born on an Ohio farm in 1900. He died in 1985. Question number 7. What Galileo invented? Option A. Barometer. Option B. Pendulum clock. Option C. Microscope. Option D. Thermometer. The correct answer is Option D. Thermometer. Various authors have credited the invention of the thermometer to Cornelius Drebbel, Robert Flood, Galileo Galilei or Santorio Santorio. The thermometer was not a single invention, however, but a development. Galileo Galilei also discovered that objects, glass spheres filled with aqueous alcohol, of slightly different densities would rise and fall, which is nowadays the principle of the Galileo thermometer, shown. Today such thermometers are calibrated to a temperature scale. Question number 8. This statesman, politician, scholar, inventor, and one of early presidents of USA invented the swivel chair, the spherical sundial, the moldboard plow, and the cipher wheel. Option A. George Washington. Option B. Alexander Hamilton. Option C. John Adams. Option D. Thomas Jefferson. The correct answer is Option D. Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson, April 13, 1743, July 4, 1826, was the third President of the United States, 1801 to 1809, and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence, 1776. Question number 9. Who perfected genetic engineering? Option A. Cohen and Boyer. Option B. Hunt and Davids. Option C. Sinclair and Roberts. Option D. Jason and Simons. The correct answer is Option A. Cohen and Boyer. Genetic engineering. The technique of DNA cloning was perfected by Stanley Cohen and Herbert Boyer in 1973. Question number 10. In which decade was the telephone invented? Option A. 1850s. Option B. 1860s. Option C. 1870s. Option D. 1880s. The correct answer is Option C. 1870s. Alexander Graham Bell's notebook entry of the 10th of March 1876 describes his successful experiment with the telephone. Speaking through the instrument to his assistant, Thomas A. Watson, in the next room, Bell utters these famous first words, "Mr. Watson, come here, I want to see you." Question number 11. Until Victorian times, chocolate was thought of as a drink. When did the first chocolate bar appear? Option A. 1828. Option B. 1831. Option C. 1825. Option D. There is no sure date. The correct answer is Option D. There is no sure date. No one knows for sure when the first chocolate bar appeared or even who made it, but an important event occurred in 1828. The Van Houten press was invented, which extracted cocoa butter from the bean, the same press that brought the Cadbury brothers success with cocoa essence. Question number 12. Who invented gunpowder? Option A. G. Ferdinand von Zeppelin. Option B. Sir Frank Whittle. Option C. Roger Bacon. Option D. Leo H. Buckland. The correct answer is Option C. Roger Bacon. The first black powder, now known as gunpowder, was most likely made in China in about the 10th century. The Chinese made firecrackers by wrapping gunpowder in parchment and made rockets for launching from a catapult. The first person in Europe to make gunpowder was Roger Bacon, a 13th century monk. Question number 13. What invention caused many deaths while testing it? Option A. Dynamite. Option B. Ladders. Option C. Race cars. Option D. Parachute. The correct answer is Option D. Parachute. Many people who tried to test the first parachutes died by jumping from high places. One attempt was a parachute hat, but the inventor broke his neck while testing it. The first successful parachute was tested from a hot air balloon in 1797, in France, by Jacques Garnerin. Question number 14. Who invented jet engine? Option A. Sir Frank Whittle. Option B. Gottlieb Daimler. Option C. Roger Bacon. Option D. Louis E. Waterman. The correct answer is Option A. Sir Frank Whittle. Dr. Hans von Ohain and Sir Frank Whittle are recognized as the co-inventors of the jet engine. Each was working separately and knew nothing of the other's work. Although Whittle started first, von Ohain was first to design and develop a turbojet engine to power an aircraft. Of the many honors received by both, the most significant honor was probably the Charles Draper Prize in 1992, which was given to both Hans von Ohain and Sir Frank Whittle for their efforts and contributions to aviation and mankind. The Charles Draper Prize is recognized as the equivalent to the Nobel Prize in Technology. Question number 15. Where is the village of Branston, after which the famous pickle is named? Option A. Yorkshire. Option B. Lancashire. Option C. Staffordshire. Option D. Norfolk. The correct answer is Option C. Staffordshire. The village of Branston is in Staffordshire, just south of Burton-on-Trent. Question number 16. What James Watt invented? Option A. Diving bell. Option B. Steamboat. Option C. Hot air balloon. Option D. Rotary steam engine. The correct answer is Option D. Rotary steam engine. James Watt was urged by Boulton to invent some form of rotary motion for his steam engines. Invented in 1765. Question number 17. What now ubiquitous device was invented by Zenith engineer Eugene Pauly in 1955? Option A. Microwave oven. Option B. Remote control. Option C. VCR. Option D. Calculator. The correct answer is Option B. Remote control. The first wireless remote control for television was called Flashmatic. Remember when you had to get up to change the channel? Question number 18. What Benjamin Franklin invented? Option A. Bifocal spectacles. Option B. Radio. Option C. Barometer. Option D. Hygrometer. The correct answer is Option A. Bifocal spectacles, invented in 1760. A list of Benjamin Franklin's inventions reveals a man of many talents and interests. It was the scientist in Ben that brought out the inventor. His natural curiosity about things and the way they work made him try to find ways to make them work better. Ben had poor vision and needed glasses to read. He got tired of constantly taking them off and putting them back on, so he decided to figure out a way to make his glasses let him see both near and far. He had 2 pairs of spectacles cut in half and put half of each lens in a single frame. Today, we call them bifocals. Question number 19. This part-time race car driver invented the bucket seat in 1969. Who was he? Option A. Steve McQueen. Option B. Harrison Fraser. Option C. Paul Newman. Option D. John Wayne. The correct answer is Option A. Steve McQueen. McQueen died in 1980 from a rare form of lung cancer. Question number 20. What plaything was invented by Joe McVicker in 1956? Option A. Silly putty. Option B. Etch-a-sketch. Option C. Light bright. Option D. Play-Doh. The correct answer is option D, Play-Doh. The stuff was originally intended to be wallpaper cleaner. I used to eat this as a child. Thank you for watching the video. If you'd like practice this quiz, then download the Wonderslate app now. Link in the description below. If you have any suggestion for us, feel free to leave comments. If you liked the video and want to see more of it, hit the thumbs up and don't forget to click on subscribe button to get more updates of the future videos.